Welcome to today's Shakespeare Sonnets. Today we're doing sonnet number 133. Let's get this started with. Be true, that heart that makes my heart to groan, for that deep wound it gives my friend and me. It's not enough to torture me alone, but slave to slavery my sweetest friend must be. Me from myself thy cruel eye have taken, and my next self thou harder hast engrossed. Of him myself and thee I am forsaken. A torment strikes threefold thus to be crossed. Prison my heart in thy steel bosom's ward, but then my friend's heart let my poor heart bail. Whoe'er keeps me, let my heart be his guard. Thou canst not then use rigour in my gaol. And yet thou wilt, for I bring pent in thee, perforce am thine and all that is in me. Mainly this sonnet, yes, it still talks about our little young youth. However, it also mainly talks about Shakespeare, shown in blue here, and how his friend is being affected by his young youth as well too. He basically says that every time he has to go ahead and groan, and that there's this deep wound that it gives him and his friend, that it just kind of hurts to have to go ahead and love her when she's technically kind of abandoned them. It's not actually just like torture anymore. It's not like that anymore. In fact, it's like the sweet friends must be. It's like from slave to slavery, my sweet friends must be. That literally translates to, it's like from like a slave turned into actual slavery. A slave that now actually has to go ahead and do his own work with the slavery kind of works. And now even the sweetest friend has to go ahead and do all that now too. And since my friend is within my heart and I am his guard, since he is in my heart, and since you went ahead and, well, kind of rejected me too, and kind of hurt my heart at the same time, you also kind of also hurt his heart at the same time. I accidentally distanced myself from you, my young youth, and my friend. Since you distanced myself from you, I had to distance myself from my friend without choice. And mainly, I kind of regret doing that, and I want to be back together, or we're together again, and we're doing things together. Also, I'm not sure you and my friend have met, so that part is just something I added myself. It's not much of part of the sonnet. Perforce am thine, and all that is in me. And since you went ahead and, well, became part of my heart, you also went ahead and destroyed my friend. The link here about the friend of Shakespeare, Shakespeare himself actually doesn't mention the friend anywhere else. At least if he does, I haven't found it. This time he's actually going ahead and turning his friend into a main character and a subject, such as how he has been doing for the last 132 sonnets with his young youth. And so his young youth is doing all the things and everything else that's greatly done. But now he's just going ahead and he's realizing the consequences. Shakespeare is starting to realize the consequences of doing things his way as well too. The young youth is distancing herself from him, and so he has to distance himself from his friend, trying to balance his relationship with the young youth. But even that's kind of flawed too, which we will see in sonnet number 134. I hope to see you guys soon, and so until next time, now peace. Bye bye. Be true, that heart that makes my heart to groan, for that deep wound it gives my friend and me. It's not enough to torture me alone, but slave to slavery my sweetest friend must be. Me from myself thy cruel eye have taken, and my next self thou harder hast engrossed. Of him myself and thee I am forsaken, a torment strikes threefold thus to be crossed. Prison my heart in thy steel bosom's ward, but then my friend's heart lets my poor heart bail. Whoe'er keeps me, let my heart be his guard. Thou canst not then use rigour in my gaol. And yet thou wilt, for I, being pent in thee, perforce am thine and all that is in me.